Right side of Bryan, give it off to Tristan. Fakes, tries against Cambridge. Head fake, defenders go by, lays it up. Count it! Whistle and a foul! Oh! That one right there was scored in the weight room last summer. Backs his way down to the paint, gives up on the right-hand side. Ruffin for three again. Right between the eyes from downtown. Oh, Javon has got 6 here in the second half. And the Buffs regain the lead 61 to top Clifford. Play clock at 6. They said it didn't touch the rim. Pull up 3-ball on the way. Tristan. Oh! Ice water in his veins here in the desert, right between the eyes for De Silva. Well, the Buffs open up a weekend swing to the Arizona schools. They wrap up the end of the ball game with a 17-3 run and knock off the Arizona State Sun Devils down in Tempe, winning there for the 3rd straight year. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Buffalo Stampede. Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson, once again out here at Corelli's in Boulder. We're out here Monday nights from 7 until 8 o'clock for a Buffs primetime show. And head coach Tad Boyle always with us, talking about a good weekend starting off in Tempe, Arizona. Presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment made to chill. Celebrate responsibly. We welcome in the head coach of the Buffaloes, Tad Boyle, coming up to split this past weekend. Well, let's start with the game on Thursday. All right, you went on down, avenged a loss, a tough loss earlier in the season, Arizona State, and you always want to start fast and finish strong. And boy, I thought the first half and the end of the ball game, Buffs really finished very well those two halves.
Yeah, we did. End of the first half, we finished well. You know, Arizona State's got the ability, Mark, as you know, to take and make tough shots, even bad shots. And sometimes you have to prepare your team for that because they play so loose and free on offense that they don't hesitate one bit. And so they can come down and they can shake and bake and take a step back three and make it, because there's no repercussions for it. So the teams like that are very dangerous, and we saw that early. And it was funny, about midway through the first half, Coach Ray, our assistant coach who had to scout, said something in the huddle I thought was kind of reassuring, and I was hoping he was right. And he ended up being right, but he said, guys, they won't continue making those shots for 40 minutes. And I was like, I hope they don't. If they do, you shake their hands and you say congratulations, but we just kept battling. You can't let your heads get down when that happens, and our guys didn't do that. So I was really proud of them. And then you can still hang around. Well, that's kind of what we did. And then we made some shots at the end of the half. KJ hit a big 3 before halftime to tie it up and gave us some momentum going into second half.
Some guys have got a penchant for making shots like that, don't they? I mean, when you look at it, and we're going to have KJ on the show, as I mentioned, coming up here in a little while. The 3 hasn't been falling consistently for him, but
no,
I think he's made 3 of his last 30 or something thereabouts. One of them was a game winner with Washington State. One of them is the buzzer beater at the halftime against Arizona State. Kind of got that innate quality to hit those kind of big shots.
Yeah, he does, and he's a capable shooter. KJ is a really capable shooter. Yeah. It's just what we're trying to get him to understand is what are good shots and what are not good shots for our team, not necessarily for him, because he thinks he can make every shot.
Sure.
That's just the way he's wired. So, which is a good thing. But it can be a bad thing as well. So, but he's got that ability, and it's a kind of a fine line with players like that. You don't want to take their aggressiveness away, but you want them to understand, time and score and situations. And it's funny, the Arizona game's a good example. He had a 3 in the first half. He took it, off the fast break. There was 26 seconds to go in the shot clock.
Yeah.
And it's like it didn't go in. And then there was one in the second half where we moved the ball and got it side to side, got a paint touch, and he took another 3, and there was 9 seconds to go in the shot clock. I like that. Neither one of them went in, but still, one is a good shot, one's a bad shot.
Right.
And so we need to understand that. And not just him, but, across our lineup, I think the one guy who does get that is Tristan. We got to get more guys to kind of buy in and understand kind of what we're thinking.
Tristan really had a nice weekend down there. 23 in the win over Arizona State. He had 18 or 19 against Arizona on Saturday. There was a stretch there where he seemed to be scuffling along a little bit on the road.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And as anybody who follows our team knows, we need Tristan De Silva to be good for us to be good. I mean, that's just the bottom line. He's got a lot of pressure on him, much like Evan did last year and Jabari to some degree. So He's that guy that we need to play well, and for the most part he has. But when he doesn't, we better have some other guys step up, or we got no chance. And that's unfortunate, but it's just the reality of where we are right now with this team. So I like, again, I like our fight. I like our competitiveness. I thought that Arizona State game was not easy. Javon Ruffin, I thought, made some big-time threes for us down the stretch. They kind of got us back in the game, and then we finished it off with some really good defense over the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Is that one of the things you think as a coach, Tad, that you learn over the course of time? And I guess I'm referring to a guy like, Tristan. You have got so much faith in him for what he is as a player.
Yep.
And then when they kind of have a little dip, to not overreact in those situations and kind of just help coax him through those?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny, both with KJ and with Tristan, I feel like, as a coach, as a head coach, and we've talked about this as a coaching staff, like, I'm going to live or die with these guys. Right. I mean, literally. I mean, those two guys, are, it's like
they're the cornerstones.
They're the cornerstones, and if they play well, we got a chance. If they don't, we don't have much of a chance. And it's not that the other guys aren't capable, because they are, but from a consistency standpoint, we really need those two guys to play well.
There's head coach Tad Boyle out here at Corelli's on Buffs Primetime, talking about the Arizona swing, getting ready now. You got 3 straight at home. The Buffs will take on the LA schools on Thursday and Saturday, USC, UCLA, and then the last game of the season against the Utes of Utah. Let's go ahead and take a timeout here on the Stampede. When we come back, the point guard KJ Simpson's going to join us here on the Buffalo Stampede.